Generic greetings, and welcome back to Prison Architect once again. In the previous episode, we assigned some people to different schedules. As you can see from our deployment, we've got two different schedules here on the deployment scheduler, and it works-ish. You know, there's nothing particularly wrong with this. It's just a little bit annoying to set up. Obviously, people have, left the comments about how to improve it and do different things. I take all that and say thank you for it, but I really don't want to touch that again. It's one of the most annoying parts of the game for me. I do not like it in the slightest. No, you know what? That's not true. I do like it when it works, but it's just a massive hassle. And the advantage that it gives you is, I guess, if you set up a really, really, really extensive schedule, then you can save a bit of money because you're shifting guards around the place. But with the event of people taking breaks, and it could be a random assignment, and also the running a prison that tight on that sort of budgetary thing, it's such an issue that I just go, you know what, just hire a couple more guards. It's like sort of not worth it. But I could sort of understand that if you're running a very, very, very tight ship. Anyway, we also, in the previous episode, went ahead and put in these cells and the execution. As you can see, we are not yet blowing a fuse on this power station, but we probably need to put some more capacitors in there. What a lot of people have been asking me to do, which is a very, very, very fair comment, is to place these around the place. The concrete tiles do that, and also they really wanted me to get these door servos in. It's something that I haven't done, so these extra bits here, we need to put them on either side, and then that should be us for the door servos, because a lot of people have also pointed out that, well, you can just see there, the guards are going up the top here and then around. Also, we need to do this outside, but I am aware, but that's a future me problem. I'm going to get this other stuff done first. So, we've got people hanging around in security, and that's, well, understandable because they are sort of programmed to hang around there for various reasons. I don't know why. It's one of those things that the yard, the guards tend to congregate around there, and the security, same thing. Never truly understood why. Don't know why that is. It makes sense, you know, if it makes sense if you've got no assignment, instead of just doing nothing and just standing there, you will go to places where there's a lot of prisoners. So standing in the yard or going over to security, yeah, it sort of fits their thing. Although saying that, there's nobody in security here at all for some reason. So what I'm going to do is go to deployment and guards and then assign someone to that. We also need to go to guard patrols, and we'll assign a guard patrol back and forward like so, which will be a guard and also an armed patrol. Because, well, we need it. In case of armed patrols, or rather talking about armed patrols, we haven't got all of the staff needed, so I'm going to hire 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on then. The reason I'm going to hire that many is because we're going to have 1 patrolling here, and 1 was already assigned here, which we didn't have a spare one, so that is both of those fixed, and then we've got 2 spare, because we've got, in terms of armed patrols, deployment, and then armed patrols, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 20% of the guards can go on break at any one time, so a rough breakdown would be an extra 2, so yeah, that's fine. So that's 10 armed guards in total. Obviously that does bring our daily cash flow down somewhat, down to 3,836, but I think it's a decent compromise. We also have patrols around the top here, which is the dogs and such, because we do fear escape, but we'll see how it goes. We've set up some hot water piping along here. I have a feeling what's going to happen is that it's not going to reach all the way there, and instead what we'll have to do is assign another hot water boiler here and then pipe it from there, which shouldn't be a massive problem at all. It's just how it is. Although I've never connected 2 hot water boilers together, which is what will happen in this particular case. That's going to be an interesting one. I assume it will work, but I did use the word assume, which is something you really never want to do. Let's just assume something works because we can. Really? Do you want to do that way? Okay, fine. Anyway, so we're assigning our electrical cable buildy task to both of these door servos, which we will then wire up, and you know what, I will do it now. There has been a couple of people mentioning about getting another door opener, the door control panel here, but I'm not really game for it. not really keen for it. Simply because it's not that necessary. Having one door control system connected to everything is very risky. It means that if that is ever compromised, then obviously all of these doors will open, including the front door, and all of these ones here. Never good, you understand. But if I was going to put another door opener, where would I put it? Well, security makes sense. But where else? I mean, I can't really put it... That's the most secure area in the facility, apart from perhaps the armory. And that's only because you have to go through the security and the dogs, like the kennel, to get to it. So, which we've already found out in the escape attempt that we can actually do. We can just charge around here and get in. But what I'm trying to say is that wherever we put it is probably just a risk, if not higher risk. So, yes. Anyway, over to this, we can see that this is actually still going okay. We're just still waiting for this to be all placed on. As you can see now, though, we've now got prisoner intake, 1 death row. So we are actually going to get death row. Excellent, excellent. Anyway, the workmen are still coming ahead and placing this. It's taken nearly 2 days to get all of this done, and that's simply because they don't just have to build this. They also have to carry stuff in. There's a lot of stuff for them to do, and I haven't hired any more workmen. I think I'm sticking with the standard 8 that you get when you first start the game. Yes, 8 workers. I haven't hired any more, which is completely against what I usually do. I normally hire a boatload of them. I get, say, 12 or 16 when we first start, but we've managed without them, so that's fine. Just double checking our phone taps, actually. That's one thing I forgot to do, because a lot of people have mentioned in a couple of videos ago saying about I didn't connect all the phone taps up. No, it looks like I did connect all the phone taps up. Oh, that's fine then. Alright. I mean, we could put some more in the common room, but I don't think it's necessary at all. In fact, this common room, it's very strange that it's very small, but also it seems to be fulfilling most of the needs. It looks like that guy is now unconscious, and I don't know why both of these are unconscious. Oh, because that guy's volatile, so he's just kicked off. Oh, fair enough. In terms of needs, as you can see, needs are being fulfilled. This is very, very, very good. Some literacy need there, which I'm very surprised about, but although we do have people assigned in the mail room, we don't have anyone signed in the library because we haven't built it yet, so maybe we should go ahead and sort that out at some point. Anyway, what I was going to do, I was going to check in the room quality. This is a grading of 9. The only thing it doesn't have is an outdoor window, which I don't want to place because it's not really fitting for this. As you can see over here now, we do have a couple of prisoners. I'm going to click on each one and just check. Yes, we can actually recruit informant, which is something we haven't done for a long, long time. So we now get an informant. So this is Mark Donnelly, age 42, prisoner number 1069376. And it means that we can interrogate them and get some information if we do need to do that. Speaking of informants, we'll have a quick look at the informants tab, which tells us our informants, which is 1, as you can see, but also tells us about traits. And there's a lot of gang members in here. They're not recruiting, are they? No, it doesn't look like they are. They have 8 red, 8 green, 6 blue. So, they have gang members, but not a load of them. Still waiting for that to be connector rated, and I don't know why it's not. It is placed on the task list. Very strange indeed. Anyway, so I'm going to connect up the water pipe here. As you can see, we'll preemptively run it this side as well, because we do need to have it over there. I know people have mentioned that these cells are oversized. We could have shrunk these down by 2 and had an additional cell in here. You are right, but in my experience, you very rarely have anything more than 1 or 2 death row. I think my maximum ever in all the time of playing this game, whether it be just playing it for whatever reason, trying stuff out, doing videos of it, etc., has always been 3. No more, no less. Well, several times less, but no more, I mean. Anyway, sleep time. We'll do a shakedown again. haven't done one in a little bit of time, so yeah, a couple of days in fact. Still waiting for this to be built. These are still legitimate cells now, so we can receive 3, so that's fine. I just want to reassign this parole, so I'm going to say parole, and then we're going to right-click on that one, then we'll reassign it like so, and it still says parole. It doesn't say death row appeal, but what we do need to do is go over to our regime. No, that's fine, actually, it's programs, isn't it? Scrolly down, and death row appeal, we'll start that. And reschedule all programs. Just want to edit the schedule here and check. This is there you go. Look. So parole hearing is being assigned to death row, parole death row. So I'm going to have to alter the schedule. So that's going to have to go over to there. This is going to have to go over to there, and then this is going to have to go over to there because it doesn't work otherwise. This is what I was on about before about the scheduling on this thing is. Nightmarish when it comes to this death row appeal / parole thing, because it'll automatically assign, as you saw there, it'll automatically assign the death row appeal to wherever and parole shared. It'll share it out. So I could probably add some more parole hearing, and then it'll assign people to have a parole hearing in this area. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Because this is death row only, so they won't be able to go there. So, yeah, it is what it is. Our total maximum capacity is 147. Obviously, that does include the death row, and then we'll be putting these 3 on this side, which will be our protective custody area. Still finishing the searches around here. We do have a bit of flooding, which means someone's probably got a bit violent. I did put the guard in here, but it didn't give us line of sight. Looks like it's already been dealt with. They've probably been taken over to solitary, which is, well, if it is the case, it hasn't happened yet, which is not really that surprising since we're still doing a full shakedown. Probably looking for, well, probably going to find a tunnel, hopefully, if there is one on this side. Looks like we're okay so far. Searched all of these cell blocks, so that's not too bad. Then we've got things like the classroom to search. For some reason, when we do a search, almost always we find contraband in the staff room, which people have pointed out and chuckled at somewhat, because it just seems to happen quite a bit, and I don't know why. It just does. You always get stuff in the staff room. I can understand it in the storage because it was supposed to get into the system and such, but it's just weird. In fact, hang on, is that... What was that? Let me have a quick look. Hang on. Was that what I thought it was? So, last 24 hours, a screwdriver and a spoon was found in the staff canteen. Oh my god! A spoon was found in a canteen? Let me call the president. He must need to know about this. Of course there's a spoon in the canteen. Where else would you find it? I mean, if I found a big block of C4 or a 14-foot swing or something, just something strange, like weird in the canteen. Like if there was just the back end of a Ford Cortina sitting there, I'd go, why is that there? You know, I would probably question it. Unless I was just so tired I didn't really, you know what, I'm just going to move on. But a spoon? I think I'd walk by it and go, yeah, wouldn't give it a second thought, in fact. I think most people would be of the same opinion. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, why is this hot water pipe not being placed? Look at that, it is ordered. Right, I'm gonna prioritise that because it's really, really starting to annoy me. In terms of heat, I haven't really checked it. Oh, lovely and toasty, actually. This area is lovely and toasty because of that thing. And it looks like, actually, the hot water has reached over that side. The temperature in the execution room is a little bit... it's a little bit less, but I don't think that's a big problem. What I need to do then is... I don't think I need to do anything else over the right-hand side here. It is logistics temperature. 18 degrees. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine here. Because of the temperature being so high, because of the power station, we don't need to put any radiators around here. And with this added, once this is added, we should be fine. Anyway, so we do have a death row inmate. There he is. That is Richard pattern, age 32, prisoner number 3051328, sentenced for 66 years, multiple crimes including murder, and rape. In fact, murder, rape, and rape. Likelihood of clemency is 46%. So there's an almost... There's you can pretty much flip a coin, and it could be him being freed up. It could not be. We'll see. We don't really know. For whatever reason, these guys haven't been assigned there, and I think I know why. Yeah. When I did these, I assigned it at a particular time. I actually want to have it assigned now. There. Yes, that's fine. That's another problem with the deployment schedule. If you assign something when there's different coloured schedules, then it's you get quirks like that where you go, oh, hang on, why is the people not there? Well, it's because you technically didn't assign it and you're stupid. Okay, fine, I understand that. Right, over to materials, metal floor, and we will have metal floor in all of these cells because that is just the standard way forward. Then the rest of this will be the concrete tiles that we use for a lot of our walkways, which we will run pretty much everywhere, like so. All the way down to here, and then down here. I would like this as wood, but actually because of the way it is, we're going to leave it. This will then go around just like that, and then metal flooring in here, and then technically metal flooring in there, and then what have we got for the other side? It is metal flooring, so we'll have metal flooring in this area like so. And then that is all of our assignment for the flooring. So the flooring will be all done. Excellent. Parole room, rather. I don't know. I would like this as like green tiles, but there ain't any, so we're not going to place it. That's a question. Do we go ahead and alter? Do we alter this to be the... Well, what's the greenest tile we've got? Obviously, grass and sand has got a... Well, grass is very green. Sand, it looks a bit greenish there. It's got... Well, it's closer to it than marble. Mosaic, perhaps. Ceramic is probably the closest. This is probably going to be ceramic, this whole thing here. I'll probably change that later on when I've got enough money, but as you can see, I've only got 6 grand, so I'm not going to do it now because of reasons. Right, so this guy has now got... Oh, actually, I'm just going to double check something here. Let's go to that, and then we'll sign a guide in there always. Again, I could do that. I could assign that guy at, say, this one, at this parole one. That might be a better idea. Cancel that one there. Cancel that one there. But then, at this time, you want people assigned there. Because parole is only done between 8 and 8. So, yeah, that's fine. That'll do the job quite nicely then. So we're going to save out a bit there. So this guy is doing his... it says reform program, but it's actually just the... it's the appeals, and the door is really glitching out. So yeah, this guy's doing his appeal and sitting around loads of sandbags, and it looks like it's happened. What? I don't understand what's happened. Richard Patton, convicted of, well, 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of rape, has had his appeal looked at and accepted. And then, not only have they put him down to maximum security, they've paroled the guy. He's been released. Sentenced to 0 years for multiple crimes, including murder, and rape. 2 of, actually. Let's see if we get fined for reoffending. Doesn't say. I think that might be a glitch, you know. Ah. We've just discovered that one of the teachers we bring in for the inmates... I was hoping this wasn't going to be the... you know that guy we released? Yeah, he's at it again. So... We've just discovered one of the teachers we bring in for the inmates classes has been smuggling huge amounts of contraband. Inmates classes have been they've been fired, and the damage has been done at this point. Right, so there's loads of contraband, essentially. Is that what's telling me? Right, so I need to do a shakedown. Alright, fine, I'll do a shakedown tonight. So, looks like someone's just got tasered. That flooring's in. Let's just get this side done, then. This is where we have our... Or we will have, rather, our protective custody, which will be... that. And obviously we then need to put shower heads in, like so. And run hot water to that side. Don't know if it'll reach. We'll see. Toilets. 1, 2, 3. And then what else can we have in here that's not going to be like... What's going to grade this up? Probably going to be a chair and then a radio like that. And we can't have anything on the other side. And they are all protective custody, as you can see. We haven't checked for a while, actually. Have we got anyone that is... like a snitch or something? No. We got fearless, we got gang members, we got stuff we're about to get thrown in, things like that, but can't see anyone else. Speaking of gangs, 8, 8, and 6, still hasn't changed, yeah. So, also we probably do need, ideally someone on patrol around here. Actually, I want to cancel that off. Set deployment there. So you have to be very careful about how you use this because of the schedule. Because the scheduler is activated now, it's a bit of an issue at times. Right. So in terms of the programs, workshop safety induction, we've actually got 6 passed, which I'm very, very happy with. That's really good. Let's put the flooring in because, well, we might as well. And finally, we'll put some wooden floor in here. And concrete tiles. And then there's all of that flooring. And then the only thing we have to build is this side. Interesting. Right, so I think we will leave it there. Next episode we'll do a shakedown because obviously there's supposed to be lots of stuff in here, lots of contraband. We're receiving $5,000, or we got $5,000 with a bit of change there, and we're receiving 5,150 generic US currency per day, which is very, very good. In terms of our prisoners... like distribution, we've got 103 high risk, 31 normal, and 8 low risk. So what I'm going to do is turn off our max sec intake, and we're going to open up a min and medium sec because we are trying to. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that at all. We're going to do a mix of medium and max because, as I said a couple of episodes ago, although we would like to have this as a mixed prison because it's like. Now we've got everything, you know, it's like a completion ticky state type thing. In reality, because of the amount of money we're spending on guard towers and armed guards and dogs and patrols and all of that, this is a high-risk facility, so we might as well get the most out of it. Either way, we will leave it there next episode, continuing on as normal, and hopefully we will get some more death row inmates that won't just be paroled early for reasons. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.